Emulator Modular provides you with many different objects for decorating your layout. Please note though that not all objects in the decoration section support MIDI. One of the best way to keep your layouts organized is to label your buttons, knobs, encoders, other tools, and sometimes even your sliders. To label your objects, simply select the object you want to label and change the text in the label field. Another way to label your objects is with the text label tool. This is found in the decoration section of the Emulator modular editor. Select your text, change your text in the label field, and move it where you want it. You can also rotate your objects by selecting the object you want to rotate and setting a value from -360 to 0 or 0 to 360 degrees in the rotate field. You can change the opacity of an object by selecting your object and setting a number between 0 and 100 in the opacity field. 0 representing minimal opacity and 100 representing maximum opacity. Another way you can keep your layouts organized is by using the border decoration tool. Select it from the Emulator modular editor, place it on your screen, and you can stretch it to make it as big or as small as you need. The border object is a simple border with a transparent body. You can use this object to frame holes and other objects. The border also supports rotation, opacity, radius, color, and Z-order properties. Please note, if you place a border decorator over another object such as a slider, a button, a knob, or any other object, you will find that the object will no longer react to your touch. To resolve this, place your border over the object you want to frame or decorate, and then move the border decorator to the back of the object using the Z-order function. So if I select my border, I can go to the Z-order properties at the bottom of the Emulator modular editor. I press the negative sign and it moves the border to the back of my objects. And now I can interact with the objects once more. Objects in your layout can be placed in X or Y axis, but also support the Z axis for creating layered objects or decorations. The negative sign will move objects backwards, while the positive sign moves objects forward. When you select any decorator, the Emulator modular editor will indicate what properties are supported, while making the properties that are not supported shaded. MIDI objects also support decorative properties like color, rotation, opacity, and label. You can change the color of your borders by selecting a color from the color palette. Some objects will allow you to change two colors, a border color and a fill color. C1 represents the border color and C2 represents the fill color. So if I select my knob, I can change the border color with the C1 number, and I can change the fill color with the C2 number. A really cool way you can decorate your objects is with the black shape. It is useful for hiding or fusing portions of objects with the same color as the background color of the Emulator modular program. If I place my black shape on my layout, you can move it over your borders and create really cool designs. The color shape is a colored shape that lets you set two different colors, one for its border and another for its body. This is useful for hiding or fusing portions of objects with other objects or for framing objects. So if I wanted to frame my button, for example, I would go to my decoration, select my color shape, place it on my screen, place it over my play button, move it back behind the play button, and then I can change the color of it by changing the C1 color and the C2 color. Another great way to keep your layouts organized is by using the text label tool. This is found in the decoration portion of the Emulator modular editor. select the text label, place it on your screen, change the text in the label field, then you can resize it and move it where you want it. And of course you can also change the color of it. And let's just put another black shape down here. You can also use images in your emulator layouts. The image object allows you to load images for decorating or branding your layouts with logos, images, and animated GIFs. Images are also found in the decoration section of the Emulator modular editor. As soon as you place an image on the screen, it will ask you what image you'd like to load. Not only can you decorate your layout with images, you can also use them for your buttons. On the second page, select Image, place it on your screen, and load the image you want. And why not put a border around that button? The supported file formats for images in Emulator are JPEG, PNG, transparent PNGs, and animated GIF files. Another cool way to decorate your layouts is with the line decorator. This allows you to frame objects or even divide portions of your layout screen with a line or a separator. The line decorator also supports rotation, opacity, color, and Z-order properties. So let's build a couple of buttons. Make them all blue. And we'll put our line above our buttons, separated from our other emulator controls, and we'll make it blue as well. And you copy, paste, and there's your line separators. You can also change the opacity of your lines and rotation as well. And there you are, that's decorative objects in Emulator Modular.